Hello. Hi, my lovelies. And welcome back to the Perfecting Me podcast. This week's episode topic is optimism. Guys, before I start yipping and yapping, let me just apologize to you guys real quick. I am so sorry for the lack in videos, the lack in communication. I have been so swamped with school, work, life. Like, I have been so, like, cluttered in my mind lately. It's also midterm week, so I'm really trying to like focus on my classes, and I'm also really trying to be in my bag. I'm currently working on trying to save. It's like the most important thing to me right now is saving. Like, I really just want to stack up my money and save and be ready for like the next couple years of my life. And I've just been like planning. Like, I have a vision board over there. If I showed you guys would be like, damn girl, like, but no, yeah. So I have been trying to like be on top of my assignments. I have been busy with work. Like, if a shift comes up, baby, I'ma take it. Okay. So I really wanted to just take this time to apologize to you guys for my lack in posting. Like, I've been so negligent, and I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I really do love this podcast. This is something that I want to do full time. I want this to be my career, but I have to get better with like managing my time. I have to figure out how to prioritize and get better. So, in all honesty, as of right now, I'm gonna do my best in getting videos out every week, but I cannot be 100% sure with you guys that I'll be consistent just because it's midterm week and I have a lot of shifts that I've like booked. Like, I'm booked up with babysitting and nannying for the next couple months. And then my birthday is coming. So, I need to be ready for that. My birthday, I don't play about her. I don't think any of us play about her. None of us should play about her. But yeah, so I'm trying to get my birthday situated. I'm trying to get Halloween situated. Child, I'm trying to get my life together, okay? So please bear with me. But with all that being said, I hope all of you guys are doing amazing. I hope you guys have liked my little inspirational quotes that I've been trying to like post as well. I'm gonna like get a separate planner just for my podcast, and then one for my life, and then one that's like everything, like a calendar type thing, so I can really have like all those things set out, because I want to have specific days where I post posts and specific days where I post videos, and also specific days where I post clips of my podcast, so like I can really help with my engagement and be consistent. I should be posting every single day. That's like what I want to get to, but as of right now, it's just so hard for me. But I know that if this is something that I'm serious about, I really have to prioritize my dreams and just do it. So let's get into it. As per usual, I'm just gonna go with the flow. No script, no nothing. I wanted to talk about optimism just because that is kind of like my brand, you know? Like, I am all for being positive. I'm all for spreading love, and it's something that I've really been trying to like push and keep at my forefront, especially with like things that I've gone through over the last couple of years. I am trying to prioritize happiness in my life, and in doing that, I need to prioritize optimism. Also, just want to say I apologize if you guys can hear my nephew, because he is in the shower and he has his tunes on. So, and the bathroom is like right next to my bedroom. This like whole wall right here is the bathroom. So, I apologize for any background noise that you might experience or hear, but let's get into it. So, um I've probably referred to this time period in my life a lot of times, But we're going to take it back there again. And I'm going to talk about when I was depressed, right? Because I feel like it's something we can all relate to. Like, we've all had those times when we've been depressed. Even people who don't believe in depression, like, we've all been depressed. We've all been there. So, basically, I found optimism because of my depression. I know I've said before that during 2020, ooh, here he comes with that video, y'all. You hear him singing? You better sing, baby. You better sing, baby. But yeah, so I was at a place. Ooh, ciao. Okay, Sonny, can you go to your room, please? Cause
Hear the music?
yeah, I can hear the music in my video. Thank
I
you.
was gonna ask you. That's why I was about to open the door.
Okay. All right. Thank you, baby. So sweet. So damn, everybody's home. Everybody's talking. Everybody's doing something. If y'all hear my mama, I get it from my mama. So y'all gonna have to just allow for it. But okay. Back in 2020, I was in a place where I was really, really depressed. Like, my mind just went to everything negative. And it was to a point where, like, I just could not be happy for the life of me. Like, happy things would happen, or good things would happen, things that stereotypically would bring me joy. And I, like, couldn't even find joy in those things. And I like found myself in this repetitive cycle of like going out with my girlfriends and drinking and doing hood rat shit with my girls and using that as an escape for happiness. And it got to a point where I was just in a cycle of like doing nothing, basically. Diablo. I was in this place of constantly doing nothing, right? Like, and what I mean by nothing is like nothing productive, nothing to like actually change my state of mind, nothing to actually like make me better. And I found myself like just doing the same things every single day, like drinking, doing hood rat shit, hanging out with my girls, because it was the two of us and the three of us. And it just became like a everyday thing. My life had no motion, no momentum. There was nothing really going on for me. There was nothing really happening for me to look forward to. And I got to a point where I was just so tired of feeling like shit. Like I was fed up. I was fed up with my headspace. I was fed up with the trajectory of my life. I was fed up with what I was foreseeing for my future. Everything just was so overwhelming and I just wanted change. Like, I knew in my heart that the person that I am, this isn't who I am. I knew in my heart that I want good things for myself and I also want good things for like the people that I love, and I know that the people that I love want and that love me want good things for me as well. So I was like, something has to change. Something got to give. So I found myself saying, you know what? We're just going to push this like positive thing. You know, like no more talking bad about myself. No more being negative. No more being pessimistic. And I have to start finding the joy in things. And in the beginning, I know I've said this before, it was more so just me faking it to make it. But it was also me really working to change my mindset. I wish how many people knew how much control they really have over their life and like actually put their power into the things that they can control rather than into the things that they can't. People like to focus on things that we have no power over, like rejection or failure, or not even failure, but like rejection or presumed failure or mistakes or the past. These are all things that if you really look at them, you can't change. You can't change whether somebody likes you or not. You can't change whether somebody thinks you're worthy or not. You can't change whether what other people think about you, how other people perceive you, how other people perceive the things you do or the things that you say. You can't change, you know, certain parts of your body, but you can change your outlook. You can change your perception. You can change how you view yourself, how you carry yourself, how you view things that happen to you. And so I found myself my first challenge was tackling my road rage. I hated how mad that I was. Like, I hated how mad I would get in the car, like over little stupid shit. And so my first challenge was me like working with myself and trying to like get myself to stop being so angry in the car. And it was like little things like this person cut me off, but you know what? I know there's been times when I needed to get over an hour. I maybe cut somebody off. Like, these are all things that I've done, and like I wanted grace when somebody was screaming, yelling at me, or putting their middle finger up to me at the car. So, or things that I felt like if that person who was driving understood where I was coming from, or looked at it like we've all been there, they'd be able to give me grace. So I started taking initiative upon myself to fill in the blanks for these people in a positive way. I chose to not look at things negatively. I chose to not take things personal that weren't for certain meant to be personal. And even then, even if it was, like, I chose to not let those things guide me. I chose to not let those things pull me to that place. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. There's definitely times when like I've gotten angry. There's definitely times when I've let things take me out of my character. But yeah, I found myself being that person that chose to maintain her happiness. Say hi, camera.
Hi, camera.
It's over here.
Hi, camera.
What's your name?
Sunny.
And who are you to me?
Son?
You're my nephew, baby. I'm your auntie. I want you to say, everybody, subscribe to the Perfecting Me podcast.
Everybody subscribe to the Perfecting Me podcast.
Podcast. Say, my TT's gonna change your life.
My TT's gonna change your life.
And we're gonna count to 3, and we're gonna say, make sure you subscribe. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Make sure you subscribe.
That's my baby. And I love him. So y'all better listen to him and subscribe. It became a thing where, like, I've always been a person that never really let things get to me. Like, it took a lot to get me mad in school. And, like, I know a lot of people probably looked at me like I was weak. And, to be honest, I was terrified. I did not want to fight. But also, I genuinely did not get upset over, like, people calling me ugly, people calling me fat, like, and honestly, if I'm being truthful too, I know part of that was just because I, like, believed it. So it's like, why would I be mad in truths? But, like, looking back now, it's like, you don't have to take everything that people say about you, and you don't have to be mad at people's perceptions, because we all have our own too. Like, if someone thinks I'm unattractive, that is 100% their right. The same way it's 100% my right to think that a man going smacking me at the club is not attractive. Like, I can get so mad at a man who's persistent and doesn't understand that I don't want to talk to him, but then be so hurt when someone isn't attracted to me, to the point that I stop myself from going after potential partners just because of that fear of someone not liking me, all while knowing I don't be liking people too. So it's like, when you can come to these understandings on your own, you save yourself from a lot of problems. You save yourself a lot of time dealing with a lot of things that don't really matter. And honestly, you save your peace. One thing that I've learned is your peace is so important. Your peace and your happiness and your sanity is one of the most valuable things that you will ever have in your life. So to allow other people to permeate your bubble of peace and to play with your sanity is absolutely insane to me. Like, people really be in situations that I go through, people really be arguing with themselves. I definitely have a lot of stories where I can tell you I done said some things. I done been, I've been mad because I'm human, but most of the time, like, things won't get me. Like, I find myself now having people do things that I would have taken as disrespect, and I save myself so much time. I save myself so much energy. I save my peace in choosing not to argue and choosing not to respond and choosing not to give a fuck. Like, it doesn't do anything for me. And honestly, when we be mad and we be trying to like make someone mad because we're mad, it only makes us more mad when they try to make us mad the same way back. So when you really understand that concept, it's so much easier to be like, I'm not even going to say nothing because I know you want me to say something for you to prove to you that you got under my skin. And also, me saying something to you is only going to give you the opportunity to say something to me. It's only going to give you the opportunity to start pissing me off and making me upset, or put me in a place of where I'm starting to feel insecure because I'm holding on to the fact that in that whole argument, I may not have been mad about this, I may not have been mad about that, but I surely held on to the fact that you said I have this or I have that or I look like this or I look like that, and now I'm thinking about it, acting like I never gave a fuck when I 100% did. But you actually really can put yourself in a place where you just don't give. You just don't care, you know? And I think it takes a really strong person to not allow for other people to permeate their peace. I used to look at my dad and wonder, like, why are you like this? How are you like this? But my dad is one of those people where it's really hard to get under his skin. It's really hard to take him out of his character. And there's so much beauty in maintaining your peace. Because if you're always happy, who the fuck don't want to always be happy? I know I do. I want to be happy. I want to be peaceful. I want to be in a place of zen all the time. Because when I'm in my happiest state, when I'm the most at peace, I make the most conscious decisions. I make the most aware decisions. I have, fully thought through things when I respond, when I react, when I do things. And I put my best self always. I am my best self always. I'm my best version of myself at all times when I am able to remain peaceful at all times. And so I truly, truly think a lot of people would benefit from seeing the beauty in optimism, from seeing the value in taking it upon your own hands to not take things personal, or taking it upon you your own, and you're taking it, or making it your job to give people grace without them giving you grace, making it your job to think the most positive things when you're in those positions of, I can either choose to overthink that the worst could happen, or I can either choose to overthink that the best can happen. And what do you lose out of thinking that only good things are going to happen for you? That, this isn't really as bad as it really is. So I know this might be a very short episode, but I hope you guys enjoy. I'm so grateful for you guys being here. Please, please continue to give me advice. Tell me what you'd like to see, what you'd like to hear. And I love y'all. Kwaheri.